Okay, we should be live and back in Elite Dangerous tonight. I'm just going to check everything is coming through. That's all looking good. Okay, cool. So, last time in Elite Dangerous we were finishing off some mining. We had just mined a full load of low temperature diamonds. And we still have them, so we're going to go and try and sell, which is going to require us to navigate some of the changes that have happened. So first things first, I'm just making sure I'm not about to be jumped by pirates. I am about to be jumped by a pirate. Oh no, that's a... yeah, there's another ship there. Oh, that's a Type 6 transporter. That'll be a mining ship. Okay, cool. So while we're safe, no sense in jumping into Super Cruise if no one's trying to do us in. Ooh. Into the price of low temperature diamonds. Now this is interesting. Looks like low temperature diamonds and painite have gone back up in potential sell. Well, that's definitely the place to go. System called Jaralis is apparently selling low temperature diamonds for 1.5 million a ton, which I have never seen. Demand is listed on EDDB as 9818. It's just no. It's not Colonia, but it is Witchhead. I don't want to fly out all the way to Witchhead. Okay, so we'll go with somewhere a little closer to home. But that's interesting. Witchhead low temperature diamond mining, eh? Okay, so system called LFT37 is selling for 1.2 million with 128,000 demand. That's still really good. And it's Honest Gateway, which is that particular system there. Okay, cool. I am good with all that. So, we have 6 jumps. And Red Dwarf. Potential binary Fs. That'll be a White Dwarf. Then we have a long jump. Brown Dwarf Star. K-type star. And then a K-type star. Fantastic. Let's get on our way. So listed price is 1,282,821 credits per ton, with a demand of 128,860. Get the best price. You want to be aiming for the amount you have in your hold in total to be no more than 50% of the demand figure, which, as we're carrying around 128 tons. Oh, we got 128 tons in the cargo hold. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more tons. So 138 tons in total. Okay. That's 445 light seconds away from a red dwarf. It will not be a habitable world. So
fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
So if we find anything interesting on the way, we'll scan it.
Fuel scooping.
And as long as we're not about to imminently be interdicted by a pirate, we will fuel scoop as well. Wow now. Three rings. Metal rich. Metal rich and metal rich. Pristine reserves. We're interested in this system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Rocky. Yeah, we need to map these. I want to know what mining hotspots they have. Pristine reserves is not something we ignore. Okay. It'll have to take us a minute or two to get out there. While we're travelling. See, this could have painite, being metal rich. This could have painite. Only thing that we won't find here though is low temperature diamonds. Benitoite might well be here. Muscovite, serendipite. Oh, what's the security level in this system? Security level is high. That's ideal. Ground bases, because all of these stations are a long way away. We have Bergerac Point, William Oasis. So we've got a load of ground bases. Turbot Holdings, what's that like? No commodities market. But you can restock, which is important for limpets, repair and refuel. And contacts are there. gone too far, so let's just re-aim our ship. Right, so low temperature diamond market has got some decent prices with good demands. But Painite, what are you doing? So it's Jaralis out in the Witchhead Nebula that's causing the fun. Yeah, systems within the bubble, more modest pricing. But some decent pricing from Jaralis. Mining trip out to the Witchhead Nebula might be profitable at the moment. Right, so our interest here is this is a pristine system and we want to map the rings. If there's any painite or low temperature diamond, and particularly if there's any overlapping hotspots, then it will be especially profitable. Put that one in. This is metal rich.
Scan complete.
Okay, we got some big hotspots, so I want to come out of here. What do we got? So there is a painite, but there's not two painites, so double painite's out of the question. Okay, let's just go through, look to have a look around. Platinum, monzite, painite's over there. Oh, that's a shame. Interesting overlapping hotspot, but those minerals are not valuable enough compared to other options. So, alas, we will not be pursuing that. Alright, that was just the one metal rich ring. Okay, let's go map this. Pristine reserves, always worth mapping if you have the time. Right. So yeah, bit of a little bit of a gold rush over in the Witchhead. Depending on what else we find, might be worth getting out there. Okay, so there is a burning station. System called Wellington. If you get a new ship, do you have to rescan the mining rings? No. No, Phaeton, and apologies if I mispronounced your name there. You do not. As far as I am aware, it's not tied to the ship, it's tied to you. Now, I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm 95% certain. So what we got here? It's an alliance system. I need to get my empire rank up, so unfortunately that's no good to me. For that purpose. So yeah, what should happen is if I come here in my Anaconda, I should be able to see all of the hotspots without having to rescan. Oh, okay. Well, we can test it. We can test it when I swap ships in a bit. You might be right then. You do have to be in Super Cruise and in analysis mode. I don't think dying would make a difference. Let's test it. Gives us something to try. I was planning on switching over to my Anaconda, so we'll give it a test. So we can do that easy enough in Shimra to Desra, I believe. Yeah, most of my mining has been in my Anaconda. At the moment, I'm doing some stuff in my Python because of the changes to the market. I need to find a data broker. Alright, time to start slowing down. Okay, so you want to approach this from the poles. So I believe this is double metal rich rings. Looks like there's some reses, which for pay night is good if you can use them. Right, this will do. So we'll drop the first one in there. And that's the point to drop the next.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, so some hotspots, but no overlapping ones.
Surface scan complete.
Single hotspot. That's what we can see from here. So to get an idea of what these hotspots are: platinum, serendipite, platinum, monzite, yeah, the serendipite in a pinch if the market's gone to the down the toilet. WK Jez, thank you very much for the raid on Twitch. Welcome on in, folks. And 07 to you all as well. And Pale Gringo, thank you very much for the host. That's much appreciated. Hi folks, I'm assuming from the 07 that you were probably doing Elite Dangerous. Welcome on in. Thank you very much for the follow, BL1P. I'm finishing off a little bit of mining, and then I am going to go and see where things take me, basically. We might end up doing some more mining, we might do some exploring, we might go blow some things up. Let's just see. Thank you, WK Jess. Thank you, Pale Gringo. Thank you very much. ESN Space Nerd, thank you very much for the follow. Lovely way to start the evening, thank you. So I am, technically speaking, I am a variety streamer on Twitch, but I primarily stream Elite Dangerous and Elder Scrolls Online. And a particular love of mine in Elite Dangerous is mining and also making money. Yeah, none of this looks great. Mr. Onedar, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, we got hotspots with red zones in, but they're not profitable enough to make that interesting. So what's happened here is I'm just going to go to sell some low temperature diamonds. I've passing one of the systems I'm passing through has got rings and it's pristine resources. So I'm taking a look at what's here. Because maybe one day I'll come back and mine it. But so far, not found anything. You make money the legal way? You make money by getting blown up by NPCs. I don't always make money the legal way. More often than not I do. Before the core mining changes, one of my favourite things was mining in a red zone in an anarchy system. Because not only could you do bounty hunting and mining, but you could steal the NPC stuff if they actually found something profitable. And no one would arrest you. But it's been a while since I've done that. NPCs, alas, don't core mine, so... Right. Last planet with some rings. Oh yeah, I've been playing the game on and off since it came out, so I've tried most things and I'm good at a few of them. Other things I'm decidedly average at. So, how was your stream, WK Jess? And what fun were you getting up to? Oh, red zone? No, not a red zone. Right, so this is Rocky. He hates to raid and run, but my good lady was ushering me out the door for dinner. It was great, but I'll come by again in the future. Not a problem. Thank you very much for leaving folks here. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you have a lovely dinner. You take care. Right, what we got?
Surface scan complete.
Not a lot is what we've got. Benitoite. So that is just a single, it's not an overlap. Yeah. Maybe if the market's bad and I want to mine Benitoite.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's get on with selling these diamonds before someone tries to take them off me. Because this Python only has one large beam laser and no shield cell banks. It's not a combat build. If I was in my Anaconda, I would happily engage pirates all day long. But this ship, it's more a case of run. Right, what we got in here? Whoa, okay, what's the resources? Common reserves. Yeah, okay. Icy. Rocky and Icy. That's pretty close actually. Rocky and Icy. Metal Ridge. Icy. I'm not going to map this one because of the common reserves. I'm at the last one because it was pristine. Make sure. That is closer. I will just do this gently. We will respect the White Dwarf and its exclusion zone. As I'm not getting chased,
Drive operating beyond
take our
safety
time.
limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Surprised I haven't. Right, you. You're not vectoring on me. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'll be surprised if I get where I'm going without one pirate taking a go. Yeah, there they are. Sorry. Mustache.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not convinced in this Python I could take on another elite Python. Right.
System scan complete.
Okay. Just a brown dwarf on its own. Right then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
Four, three, two, one.
Looking to see if there's any ships in the system with me straight away. And there are not.
Fuel scooping.
Which means I'm not imminently about to be jumped by a pirate. What have we got here? No rings. Earthlight worlds, which I have not yet mapped. We'll worry about that another time. Type 9 heavy and a killback. They won't be pirates. Right then.
Fuel scooping complete.
Last jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is where we need to keep an eye out for pirates.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, no ships, no messages. We've got a moment at least. That's our target. That EDDB tells me is a very good place to sell low temperature diamonds. EDDB tells me I should expect 2-hour-old, 4-minute-old pricing, 1.2 million a ton, 128,000 demand. I'm carrying 138 tons at most, so my demand is much less than half. My cargo is much less than half the demand. I should get a good price. But we'll be putting that to the test. Okay, nothing around that looks like a threat. Ready. Right. So the mining subreddit basically tells me you want the information as fresh as possible on EDDB and you want to be selling less than half the demand. We have a pirate. Where are you? Elite member. Rather not. I'm going to drop before you get the interdiction. Okay. Should be good.
Access authorized. Clear to land at docking bay 05.
And we're speeding, so we're in the no-fire zone. Right. We're good now. Is there. So Colin is about to get blown up by the station. Poor Colin. Right. So to the commodities market.
Ship is on the ground. Commence power down. You are most welcome, Commander.
So we want to sell low temperatures diamonds. Right, well, EDDB is spot on. Given that this was minutes old, the key thing is my cargo amounts to less than 10% of demand, so it offers me a good price. That's my refinery emptying. But the price has dropped a little bit. No, the demand has dropped a little bit. Sorry, the price is fine. Cool. 3.5 billion in the bank. Right, let's just sort all of this out. That was profitable. Do we have any data to hand in? We do. Do we have any bounties? Oh, an interstellar factor. No bounties, shouldn't have any of that. No. Right. So, next order of business. Go home, change ships, do something else. Oh, Shimra to Desra. Okay, now on the way... Anything interesting? No Imperial factions? Okay, we won't worry about any of that. I've got no cabins, so... Back home to change ships.
This is a message.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
Okay. Four jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right.
Four, three, two, one.
Good. Okay. So we could do Painite at about 545 a ton, is where we've just been.
Fuel scooping.
Might be interesting. Okay. Nice little system, but not intensely interesting.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
That was about 168 million we just made. That was 2 hours of mining. So that was just in excess of 80 million an hour. Which is not all that bad. But could do better.
Warning. Frameshift drive
Okay.
operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Okay, heat's a bit high. But it's going down.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think we're gonna check something. I had a question earlier. So we'll probably do this in Shimrata Desra.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But about if you change ships, does that mean you have to rescan rings for hotspots? Okay. Oh. You're a bit to the system? No, not really. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. I've done mining the last couple of sessions. I'm tempted to do bounty hunting.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll see. Right, so that'll do for a test. I've already scanned.
Fuel
Well,
sampling.
we'll check that I've scanned it before we head back to Jameson. I want to make sure the hotspots are showing.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And we'll then change the Anaconda and we'll come back out here and see whether or not the hotspot's still there. Because I thought it wouldn't make a difference, but possibility it does. Right. Where are the asteroid clusters here? There's just the one, isn't there? Yeah, just the one. One thing I recently found out is you can find cores in asteroid clusters, which if you find a profitable one could actually be worth considering. Because it's once you know where they are, it's very quick to find them. I think as long as you keep a detailed scanner on board, it should be okay. Can't remember as I don't change ships often. Thank you for that, Polish Dan. Yeah, it's not something I've ever tried, because each of my ships has its own detailed scanner. Therefore, when I do this, I will be changing. It intrigues me. First things first, are the hotspots still there? Doesn't look like it. Of course, that assumes there were hotspots here the first time I scanned it. Right. Let's see. Otherwise we'll have to pick one of the others.
Surface scan complete.
Okay. So, out of interest, Grandirodite. You're pronouncing that wrong. Right. How close are these? Because I thought I'd scanned them. Ah, no, that's a long way away. Far enough that I don't fancy it. Plus, this would be a fantastic money maker if you could put together a route. I imagine pirates becoming a nuisance hopping in and out, however. Researched clusters for a while, determined to find just one rock with a painite rock in it, still not found it. Oh, wow. Yeah, if you could find a cluster in a pristine resource system and you had a plainite core and other plainite in the cluster, it would be really nice and quick. But I think you're right about the pirates, because obviously every time you jump in there's going to be a pirate spawn, more likely than not. Yeah, I've just recently started dropping in. I always assumed that clusters didn't have cores in, and of course that's wrong. I need to spend more time on the mining subreddit learning more of the nuances. Oops. Too busy trying to get data off of ships and not enough paying attention. Oh dear. Polish Down, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Okay. Someone's buzzing me. Sorry about lurking so much, just a busy week here. How have your mining profits been since the update? Lurking is never a problem, Pale Gringo. You're always welcome. It's actually good. I just basically followed the rules as they set them out on the mining subreddit, which is pay attention to the demand. As long as your cargo is less than 1/2 of the demand, you'll get a good price. And that's exactly what happened. I got 1.2 million a ton for low temperature diamonds. 164 million. And yeah, no problem at all. So the market is more changeable, but as long as you pay attention, I think it's all right. I did think I recognised your name, Protestant. And yes, thanks to the folks at the mining subreddit. It is a wealth of information there. I've enjoyed mining for a long time, but I certainly haven't done all of it. Cool.
Confirmed contact, grind crew dispatched. You are most welcome, Commander.
Right. Let's do that. And that's us. What ship do we want? I think the Conda. It has the flexibility to do anything. Yeah, Pale Gringo, that demand figure, that's what you've got to watch. Because right now, EDDB is telling me there's a system called Jaralis out in the Witchhead with really good prices for low temperature diamonds and for painite. and the demand is quite reasonable. Credit goes to Lionheart and Cold and Sour. They haven't continued to research it as we speak, trying to find out all we can. Well, fair enough then. Well, thank you to both of them. Right. Yeah, it's really useful, the mining subreddit. Really, really useful. Outfitting. What mayhem do we fancy causing? Oh. Okay. We need to re-equip the Anaconda. So. Ah, right. It's set up for exploration at the moment. So. Yes. Right. This will take just a couple of minutes. Where's my power plant? Yeah, I went outside the bubble looking for mining sites and also just to explore. That's better. Okay. So what else did I strip down? Thrusters. Found, nice. I'll be back if you're still here, Musty. You're always welcome back, Polish Dan. Enjoy your food. Right, here's me thrusters. Power distributor, saw that at the end. Alright, what else did I swap out? Frame shift, no, that's okay. Sensors, so all of those are standard, so optionals. Right, we want to change that shield generator out because that's not the normal one. That's the shield cell bank, that's the shield generator. Right. We want to put the 7 cargo rack back in as well. Don't need a 7 fuel scoop for this. Okay. I want to store those. Right, we want to go and have some fun, so what kind of fun do we want? That's an extra fuel tank, isn't it? So we don't need the extra fuel tank anymore. Because I was running with double fuel tanks when I was exploring. Right. Let's try a couple of... I want to be able to bounty hunt and I want to be able to mine. So, let's put some shield cells in. I wish there were better ways of sorting these. Okay. That's a transfer. We'll put that in the military compartment. Now, actually, how many 5s do we have on the Conda? If we want to mine, 2 class 5 collectors should be good. I don't think I've got any engineered ones, so we'll just go straight to the shops. Advantage of Shimra to Desra. And we'll have that. There. Now, if we're going to go, we're going to need a refinery. Don't want to strip everything out of the Python, you see, because I can see the Python being a dedicated mining ship now. Right. So we'll drop, like to have 2 prospector limpets. So that'll work for that. Do we have a fuel scoop on this ship? Not currently. Okay, let's store that. Do I have any engineered size 4 shield cell banks? Don't look like it. Got a 6 though. Got a 4A fuel scoop as well. No, we won't. We'll run with the 1 shield cell bank. Right. Going to want a nice fuel scoop. So I'm tempted to head out to the Witchhead. Got a 5A. Yeah. We won't go with any fighters today. $212 tons, that's not too bad. Could do a lot better, of course, but right, utilities. Now, here's where I might be stripping. Okay, we'll throw that on. We want to get paid for pirates as well. We should definitely have heat sinks. Right. We'll throw a couple of the resistance augmented ones in as well. Not too worried about my resistances. Right, so we are going to need a pulse wave scanner, which we're probably going to have to buy. Okay. Now, kill warrant scanner. I've got a nice engineered one, which I do like. So we'll use that. There we go. Nice fast scanner. Okay. I think the last thing, we'll just throw another shield booster in. So thermal resistance. May as well pick one of the ones there. Right. Hard point. Oh, sorry, actually, how are we doing for shields? 1970. It's reasonable enough. So, hard points. Let's check the mods on these. Cool, overcharged and oversized. Overcharged and oversized. Overcharged. Ah, it's one of my... Okay, that's only a 3. So... this is where we might... have to strip some weapons off of some of the other ships. Those are both overcharged. That's a 3. That's a 4. Yeah, we're going to have to strip some weapons. Probably off of my Corvette. Let's get the really big multi-cannons. Right. Favorite combat ship? Okay, so I've stripped all of those already. Aha. Yeah. So what we got? Modifications. Yeah, there's my corrosive shell multi-cannon. So we want to store that. Thank you. Now, what have we got on here? Overcharged, oversized. Overcharged, oversized. Okay, so that is 40.7. Yeah, they're basically the same. So, we'll store that one. And we swap back to the Anaconda. There it is. Oh, cool. I thought it would have taken me all the way back up to the top of the landing pad before it took me back in. Like you can interrupt it earlier. Right, stored modules. So we've got some right. That's the one we want. Transfer that to my ship. That's the one we want to replace. Almost there. There it is. Big gun. Right, so now we need to put the mining tools in. So okay. And we will have mining laser. And we're going to need an abrasion blaster. Leaves us with one empty slot. Might as well put another mining laser in there. Right. Just set the power on these so that it's not all on one. Right, cool. Sort out my fire groups. So we'll want that. Yep, that works. So we will then want those. And then we will have mining lasers. And we then need to do that. And that. I think that covers everything. Cool. So, Caralis. How far is it out there? In this ship. There's a bit of a mining rush on. Plus, of course, a chance to see Fargoids, maybe. So we will make it in 22 jumps. Cool. Oh, Rubigo's got a good price. Right. Let us go and do some mining in the Witchhead. I'm not sure what the mining site's like around there. We'll find out. Now that would be 22 jumps. Let me just check. Where I'm heading to. I just kitted the ship out for combat if needs be and mining. Now got to pick a mining site. Tempted to maybe head out to the Witchhead, but is that the best idea? Let's see. So miner's tool. What's Void Opal's doing at the moment? Ooh. Not as good as low temperature diamonds. Okay. So let's say using Gyrolis on the miner's tool. Sorry for the new questions, but how do I activate the system scanner? I can't seem to figure it out. Been looking at the options. I will show you in just a couple of minutes. The cat's meow. Easier to show you. Let's just see. Yeah, unfortunately finding a decent mining site in the Witchhead may be a little tricky. Right, so first things first, we'll show you the system scanner. So the first thing you've got to do is you've got to have it mapped. So, to a fire group. You managed to use the Discovery scanner to initially scan the system, but after that I can't figure out how to scan each panel. Ah, right, okay, so Discovery scanner's not a problem. That's good. What I've got here is my Discovery scanner, which you know how to use, and the detailed surface scanner, which you are asking about. So you have to have the detailed surface scanner mapped to a trigger as well. So I tend to do it primary for the surface scanner and Discovery scanner on the secondary. So once you've done that, and we did actually... we got to pick up collector limpets. We will... we will address that. Rookie error.
Detachment complete. You are go for departure.
Right, because what I actually want to do is I want to see if a ring will still show hotspots when I'm in a different ship using a different detailed surface scanner, because we had that question earlier. So that gives us an opportunity
Be on the lookout for heavy
to
traffic.
show you the answer to your one as well. So we're going to go back here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Oh, you need a different scanner. That's the problem. I don't have the second scanner you mentioned. You only have the Discovery data link. Ah, yes, that will be an issue. So you can buy the surface scanner in outfitting and it should be very cheap, and it only requires a one size slot. There's no point putting it in a bigger slot. So once you've got that, you will be able to use it. It's just a case of mapping it, and then you get to play space golf basically. Best way I've heard it described. No, they don't. It's easy enough to fit on the ships. I think they gave all the ships, made sure they all had a one size slot just to put it in, but they give you the option, because there are people who may be dedicated to combat and such like who don't want to use a detailed surface scanner, so you can take it out. Have you ever actually seen the detailed surface scanner being used? Yeah, I was following a YouTube tutorial, but the guy that made it never mentioned you need a special scanner. He just said how to outfit the rest of the ship for exploration, like lake component. Okay, no, that's fair enough then. Yeah, it's possible because detailed surface scanners used to work a different way before the latest set of well, not the very latest set of updates, but before the last big update. Right. Can we see the hotspot, or has that disappeared? Well, it's showing me a hotspot on my list of targets. The video is about a year old. Yeah, it might just have been. Okay, so I am in a different ship now with a different detailed surface scanner. The hotspot is there, but it's not showing like you would normally expect. Oh. First one's going to miss. Okay. No, it's not going to rescan the rings. Interesting. So, that's slightly annoying, but there you go. Right, where to go to? Well, if there's a gold rush out in the Witchhead and I haven't been out there since the Fargoids come back, I am tempted. So let's see, do we have any of the systems out there at all? Yeah, I haven't been to the Witchhead in ages. Right. Allegiance. Show me allegiances. Okay, there's a few places. Overview. I can restock in Jaralis. Right, let's keep the ship light by not carrying a couple of 100 tons of collector limpets.
Frameshift drive charging.
It could be bug polished down, you're quite correct. Yeah, I noticed that the other day where I was going back to rings that I had scanned and it wasn't showing the hotspot visually. And I thought initially that it was because I was looking at a set of rings that were very close to a bright star and maybe it's just too bright, but apparently that may not be the case.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Just going to overheat my ship? No. That's good.
4, 3.
It's been a while since I've been out to the Witchhead. I can think the last time I was out there, we didn't have any bases.
Fuel scooping.
It's good to keep changing scenery. Absolutely.
Temperature critical.
Absolutely. Taking it to the line there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. One of the things I love about this game is that if you're bored of a particular area, you can just go somewhere else. It's not as if you can visit it all, so...
4, 3, 2, system scan complete.
Ooh. Clusters. Doesn't tell me anything about reserves though, so... Nice set of clusters, all with void opals or low temperature diamonds would be lovely. Red dwarf next. Just make sure I pay attention to my fuel so I don't have to call the fuel rats.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
We will linger here a moment.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Almost full.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Hopefully the Fargoids won't be in the minus.
fuel scooping.
So just while we do that, I've enjoyed Hazres mining immensely in the past.
Fuel scooping complete.
I've managed to do a little bit on my own,
Warning.
but a ring would be a lot more fun, yeah. There are obvious money makers, double, triple hotspots, but if you don't worry about credits per hour, there are some beautiful locations to mine in. That is very true. Yeah, this, for me, this is a case of I've never tried mining out here,
Frameshift
so I've
drive
no
charging.
idea where to mine. We'll just go and look around and find places. Yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely a case of stay close to the 20-kilometer mark. The main problem with it wasn't so much the staying alive, because this ship is a combat ship. The major problem was I was getting at times so much aggro from pirates that they were making it almost impossible to mine.
Fuel scooping.
Okay. Not a particularly interesting system.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, so Has-Res, I know you don't get any mining done at all, so I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think my preference would be, if I was on my own, would be for no higher than a high res.
Frameshift
then the-
drive charging.
Then the cops will help you out, and that can make a difference.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Okay, let's take a quick look. Fairly straightforward.
Fuel scooping complete.
Starting to get a little bit more distinct.
Frameshift drive charging.
Itari, okay.
Four, three, two, system scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, it'd be nice to head out this way again. Right, Red Dwarf, so we can get some fuel.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Alright, we need to refuel properly, so not particularly interesting system.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel
Yep.
scooping complete.
878, topping out the fuel scoop. I think I didn't quite need to do that, but
Frameshift drive charging.
won't take the risk.
Four, three, two,
Ooh, Okay, just while we're scooping. If I was dawdling a bit more, I would probably take a closer look at those.
Complete.
Look at that again. Let's see, Star is a Class G. So that's potentially habitable zone. That's probably not.
Frameshift drive charging.
Slowly getting bigger.
Four, three, two, one.
Skipping through the black.
Fuel scooping.
Going to try and get some events running in the coming weeks to encourage rest site mining and pulling them away from the usual boron or HIP 21991 holder. I'll keep an eye out for those then. That sounds like a great idea. I say I used to do rest site mining all the time before core mining came along. I've tried it a little bit since then, but it's just a case of trying to find somewhere where it feels worthwhile. But you know, maybe as you said earlier, it's not always about making credits per hour, so sounds like a good idea.
Frameshift drive charging.
I will keep an eye on the subreddit. Class G Star.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Take. Ah. Okay. Technical issue. Bear with me. Hopefully this is just a simple disconnection and not a case of the servers going down. That's taking longer than I would like. Looks like the servers went down. Thank you, Payporker. Yeah, just done the same here. Right. Okay. Well, that's an issue. Just checking Jack Little. Yeah, he's just got it as well. Well, thank you for the heads up as to what's going on. Let's just see what the Twitters say. It's just happened because they haven't updated Twitter yet. I don't think. Actually, we want to check that one as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. We might have things coming back. Right, okay. Let's see. The situation for Jack. Yeah. Jack seems to be coming back up as well. Okay, that's not responding very quickly though, is it? There was a problem retrieving command data from the server. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Right. Let's just stop Elite Dangerous itself. Okay. Let's see what the launcher is saying. So apologies, you won't be able to see this. Just waiting for the launcher to realise I've had to stop the game. Right, I'm going to have to restart the launcher as well. RipED servers, yeah. I'm just wondering if Arena might be working. Okay, so it is... Whatever's happened has just happened, because even the server status is still saying they're okay when they are obviously not. Let's see if the launcher will let me log in. Okay. Right. Just going to see if I can... I may actually have to set up another capture for this. I'm not sure that OBS will pick up Arena. If Arena even fires up. Okay, OBS is good. Now it's been ages since I've tried Arena, but if the main servers are down and Jack isn't in yet, and I was intending to maybe give this a little bit of a look tonight. Okay, well, it's not exactly logging in, is it? Yeah, okay, so Arena's out as well. Dull is all I can say to that. But let's try going. We'll try one last thing, which is to go back into Horizons. Did I just select Arena again? I did thought I told it Horizons this time. Just keeping an eye on what Jack Little is seeing as well. Right, I'll check anyone else who's on. Yeah. I've just checked a couple of other Twitch streams and I can't see anyone who's actually in the game at the moment. Oh dear. Well, that's... Okay, that's trying to load something now. Aha! Right. Yeah. We're not there yet. State waiting for primary server. Link permission, I have a link. Okay. Just give me... That should give you the permission. Aha! Thank you very much. Yeah. I see what you mean. Well, that's a very useful link regardless, so thank you for that, Payporker. Let's put the subtitles back. Right, right now we have no idea how quickly these are going to come back up. I will, thank you, Payporker. So alas, I think that's it for Elite tonight. So what I propose to do, if that is all right, is Hello It's Colo is streaming Subnautica Below Zero. And if any of you have not run into Hello It's Colo before, you really need to, particularly if you like Elite Dangerous, as she is one of the Elite Dangerous streamers. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and raid Hello It's Colo. Thank you very much for coming over to watch tonight. It has been a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I've had this many people watching me. So it's been a pleasure. I will be streaming again tomorrow night at 7 PM GMT, but it will be Elder Scrolls Online. Assuming the ED servers are up by Saturday, 4 PM GMT, it will be Elite Dangerous again. And I will possibly carry on to the Witchhead if it's still a mining boom going on down there. And 2 PM GMT on Sundays is also Elder Scrolls Online again. So I do 2 Elite, 2 Elder Scrolls. But thank you all very much for joining me this evening. And we are going to go and see Hello It's Colo. And I know for a fact that she will keep people entertained. Cool. Right, thank you all, and I hope to see you again sometime.